Hey y'all, what's happening? Robert Kennedy III, RK3. That's me. Welcome to some random live. No, it's not a random live. I'm just going live with my friend Nathalie Gregg on LeadLoudly. We're actually doing a tweet chat tonight, and I said, you know what? Let me do this thing live. Some people may not be over at Twitter, but I haven't done a tweet chat in so long. I said, let me do this in a space that I'm cool and comfortable with as well. So I want to bring my friend Nathalie in. Let's go. Hey, how you doing?
Hello, Robert. How are you today?
Fantastic.
I am so thrilled to be here with you and also for you to be our guest tonight.
Yep. I'm excited. I'm ready to rock. Rock. I got my Twitter all pulled up. You can see it.
Absolutely. So we're ready to send the first tweet out to welcome everyone in. Yeah. So here we go.
Yeah. So for those of you who have never been to a tweet chat before, pretty much what happens is there are questions that are sent out, and hold on one second. Let me see. Is this thing okay? My screen isn't updating as quickly as I would like, but we'll fix that in a little bit. We'll get it out because I'm getting the notifications. I'm seeing the notifications. Yeah. So, all right, gearing up for LeadLoudly. Welcome to LeadLoudly. Yes. All right, cool. Well, either way, we're gonna get the right thing on screen in just a few moments here. So yeah, so. For those of you that are not seeing this, she's saying, tonight we're talking about monetizing your brand through storytelling. So, Nathalie, I don't know, is this a different experience for you? Normally, you're just kind of home chilling, typing through the keyboard.
Yes, this is a different experience. And I was like, when you invited me, I said, okay, I got to make this happen. Let me rush on.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's see what happens. I mean, I just kind of thought to do this. But I said, let's just see what happens here.
Yes, absolutely. Right. And for anyone who missed your summit, they missed an amazing experience, Robert.
Yeah. We had such a good time.
We did. We really did.
Yeah.
The speakers were amazing.
Yeah. And I can't wait for the next one. So we'll see.
Do you have one coming up soon?
Well, so we're going to be doing a challenge soon, but we haven't figured out all the details yet, but we're going to be doing one soon. And then we'll have another summit-ish event somewhere around July, August. So,
yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. Well, please keep us posted.
Well, right now what I'm doing is I'm gearing up. I've got a big birthday coming up in May 20th, but I'm doing a bike ride. I'm doing a Century 100-mile bike ride for that day, and it's a fundraiser. So we're launching a foundation for minority youth in education and entrepreneurship, and so that's kind of our kickoff that day.
Oh, fantastic! Congratulations! Please let us know how we can support you.
Absolutely. I'll talk a little bit more about it later on. So I'm seeing Catherine Lang, Hope Smith, and Dream Igniter liked the LeadLoudly chat.
Oh, fantastic.
Right. Let's see. Let me like that myself. All right.
So I invited some other of the LeadLoudly crew to join us tonight so they will know that we're on. They're going to
Yeah.
be shocked to see us on streaming live as well.
Okay. All right. So let's. Okay, I see Tom Reed. So let me answer Tom.
Yes.
Yeah. So good to see you. All right. Let's make sure I have my hashtag ready to go.
There you go. Lead loudly.
Yep. Yep. Cool. All right. Boom. All right. Yeah, this screen is not updating as quickly as I would like it to. Okay, there's some. There we go.
There we go.
There we go. All right, cool. So we're gonna
Tom
have to
says
make
he
up a
has
good
going to make
story.
up a good story. That's classic Tom.
Yeah, yeah, awesome, awesome. So,
That is classic Tom.
how do you normally start? How do you normally start this out? Well, I mean,
Well, I invited our friends to join us, and now I'm getting ready to send out the house rules to kind of tell everybody, that hasn't participated, how the flow goes.
right.
We expect them to say hi and then answer, the questions with an A1 because the questions will be Q1.
Okay.
And so I'm going to send that out. You're right. This is a different experience because I'm trying to talk and do it at the same time. So you're stretching me, Robert. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You are stretching me. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right. Catherine says, okay, that's. All right, what do we have? Sometimes you have to say no to good so you have room for the better and best, says Catherine Lang.
That's
excellent.
Fantastic.
Excellent, 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 excellent. Good. So let me just.
And so I'm going to send out the house rules now to reminding everybody about how to participate.
Excellent.
And then we're going to get rolling with some burning questions.
Yeah.
Asking you about storytelling and about how do we monetize it to help our brand go forward.
Yeah, yeah. We're actually doing. I think if you were at the Story to Stage Summit, we kicked off the Video Storytellers Academy, or the Storytellers Video Academy, as a piece of that, and we're kind of halfway through it right now. And this week we just started talking about monetization. So I kind of
perfect timing.
I gave them a challenge this week. I said, because we walked through how you create your stories, and then we talked about the what and the how, and then I gave them a challenge to create a couple of videos and immediately go sell them this week for like $5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so how's it going?
Well, everybody's a little bit nervous.
I'm sure. I would be as well.
Yeah.
That's something different.
It is. It is.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Something different. Right. So now I'm going to send a tweet that we're ready to fire our questions to you.
All right.
And so we can get going. So how is your thread? Is it updating?
A little bit slower than I want. I got Tom, but I just saw on my other one that Ingor Van Rooy.
Welcome, Ingor.
Yeah. So, yeah, there we go. All right. Ooh, we got a GIF. All right. Cool. Excellent. All right. So, yeah.
Fantastic. So after our fire up question, we're going next to our icebreaker, and we're asking our. Oh, I heard the music. I got excited about the music.
No, it's there. It's there. I just didn't want it to overwhelm us.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You must have been a DJ in your first life.
I think I was a wannabe DJ. How about that?
Because the music on your summit was phenomenal. I was like, okay, if I ever do a summit, Robin's going to be my host.
Yeah, I would love it. I'd love to MC it or whatever it is. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm MCing a TEDx in Baltimore in about a month and a half.
Oh, congratulations!
So that's gonna be fantastic.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So does it have a theme? Does the TEDx have a theme?
I don't remember.
I
They
remember.
sent me
Gotcha.
stuff, but I don't remember everything just yet.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So Diane is joining us as well.
Yeah. All right.
So everyone is coming in with their icebreaker with their leadership quote. So let me go ahead and grab mine and post mine as well.
Favorite leadership quote. Wow. Does it have to say the
Yes.
word leader in it? Or is something
No.
about leading? You know what?
Anything about leadership.
I think let me try to what's one of my favorites. Um I think a John Maxwell quote where he says, "A leader must be far enough ahead um, to motivate, yet close enough so that people can see him," or something like
Absolutely.
that. Yeah,
Absolutely. John Maxwell is always a phenomenal classic.
yeah,
Phenomenal classic.
yeah. So let's go.
So you'll have to let me know what you think about the one that I just tweeted out.
All
It's
right,
about storytelling.
all right. Well, let's do it. Let's see some of these coming through. All right. No one is educated who only knows one side of an argument, says John.
Oh, very
Not says
nice.
Tom. That's John Stuart Mill.
Yes, very nice.
This is like your favorite GIF, isn't it? I
It
see.
is.
Love it.
In my head, I'm Beyonce because she's the accelerator, and I'm the accelerant for women's leadership.
Love it. Love it. You say, logic makes you think, emotion makes you act. Alan Weiss. Yeah, Alan Weiss is a cool dude. Hold on.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember my first time speaking and meeting with Alan. I had him on my podcast a couple of years ago.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, really brilliant
That's
guy.
incredible.
Yeah.
Have not met him yet, but I've
Yeah.
been reading his work.
All right. Yeah, my daughter was calling me. All right. Cool. Let's
All right.
see.
So, how did you become the storytelling, leadership, conversationist, communication expert that you
You,
are? And how did you know that storytelling was where you wanted to kind of sort of dig your heels in?
you know what? It's kind of this organic thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's a longer story because somebody says look who's live. Oh, all right,
Uh-oh.
that's my brother's business. My
Oh, I
brother's
thought that was somebody
yeah,
was making
no.
fun of me.
No, this is on the YouTube channel. Somebody went on the
Oh,
YouTube channel
gotcha.
and found it.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so I started out my first full-time business was as an e-learning developer. And I started to develop a lot of different course topics.
Mm-hmm.
And, as that began to happen, companies started to say, hey, can you teach us how to build our trainings and not just build it for us? As I started to do that, I started to work with them on how to effectively communicate their ideas to their employees and kind of pulled on my
Nice.
background of teaching. I spent about 10 years in the classroom. And
Right.
so pulled on that and, long story short, things kind of morphed after a while, started to do a lot of leadership training and then
Mm-hmm.
started to settle into that area of leadership communication, business storytelling, and, just really how leaders can not only get their ideas across most effectively and confidently, but how to set their messages up to connect with people and get people to move.
Sure, absolutely. And that actually is the precursor for our first question for tonight. It
Yeah.
talks about how did you discover your unique story?
Yeah. Wow. So you're about to put that in. I'm seeing.
Yes, I just sent it
Okay.
out.
Fantastic. I haven't seen it yet, but we're going to get it up in just a few moments. All right. Let's see what we've got. Okay. How do you discover your unique story? So
Mm-hmm.
let me answer that. All right. So here we go. What's your protocol for like answers? Do you put like A1?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
So
right.
it corresponds with the question, and I
Yeah.
forgot Q1 on there.
Yep. No
Doing too
worries.
many things.
Yeah. So
You
here we
have me
go.
out of my comfort zone, way
Oh
out of
yeah.
my comfort zone.
Oh yeah. Well, this is a little bit different. This is a little bit
It
different. I'm
is.
I'm reading and writing and talking and typing. So how do you discover your unique story? Everyone has one. You may have similar. I should just be talking this.
And if you would like to talk, I can live
Yeah.
tweet if you want to talk, if that's easier for you.
Well, no, I'll just
Okay,
I'll go through some of this stuff.
sure.
Yeah.
We'll just pretend we're back at the summit.
All right. So here's what I'm saying. Everyone has a unique story. Um, oh no. I forgot to put lead loudly.
That's
Let me go.
okay.
Okay. Well, I did reply to
Okay,
your
I'll find
message,
it.
but yeah, I forgot. But yeah, I pretty much I said that everyone has one. Everyone has a unique story, and um, you may have similar situations as other people, but only you have experienced them in the way that you have experienced them. So what are the challenges you have faced in your life, and how have you overcome them? That's a place to start digging in.
That's so true. That is so true. And I think we think because we've experienced it and everybody else experienced it, there's no reason for us to tell it because everybody's heard it before. And
Yeah,
that's not true.
yeah,
They haven't
yeah.
experienced it like you have experienced it.
Exactly, exactly. So let's see what other people are putting in. Okay, so I'm gonna be I'm I'm gonna be crazy, and I'm gonna put it again, but I'm gonna
Okay.
put the proper hashtag this time.
Look at
Yeah,
you. Look at you go.
there we go. There we go. All right, cool. All right, so I think everybody. Okay, perfect.
There we
Uh,
go.
Diane's
Now we can
answering.
see it.
There we go. Cool. Diane says, storytelling is social selling. Ho ho. Everyone wants to buy from businesses that share authentic, purposeful, and engaging stories. I love it. I
And
love it.
Diane has an incredible business
Hmm.
called PhotoPad, and she was our Lead Loudly guest a couple of months ago. And it's
Yeah.
really interesting how she has put that technology piece together to tell the story.
Hmm. Yeah. I'm gonna I'm gonna tell everybody that we are also live if they wanna watch on another screen.
There you go. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So our next question as we go forward is question 2, and it says, how do you create a compelling story that your audience can embrace?
Wow. Okay. All right. So let me wait for that question to pop up, and then I'll start
Okay.
replying to it. All right. Okay. So, how do you create a compelling story that your audience can embrace? So, Q2,
Mm-hmm.
oops, A2. All right. First step is knowing your audience and what connects with them. What drives them What do they like? What are their struggles? Speak to their challenges and feelings before presenting a solution. All right, so let me tweet that. Oops. Don't
Perfect.
forget Lead Loudly, Robert.
Don't forget Lead Loudly
Mhm.
because we can't see it if you do.
Yeah. Cool. All right, so let's see what we got. All right. So, hey, friends, sorry can't make it today, says Charlie and Alex. All right. We've had a
Oh,
couple of
Alex,
last minute
thank you so
meetings.
much. We'll see you next time. Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right. Okay. Oh, I love Michelle King's answer. She said, "What is to your first question? What is statistically significant about you?"
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a great one.
yeah. All right. So let's see. Anybody else? Yeah.
And I saw Andrea with a comment somewhere, and I was looking back in my feed.
Yeah. Tom Reed says, I've always used a model of jokes where a story has a beginning, middle, and end or moral. It's brief and it also keeps you engaged and makes the moral memorable, and also easy to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, being able to remember it. I know you talked about that a lot during the summit.
Yes.
And almost every speaker, talked about that. How can you help your audience remember what happened during the story?
Yes.
See, I was paying attention.
Yeah, I think I'm saying we'll go deeper in a little bit to Tom because he
Mm-hmm.
talks about the beginning, middle, and end.
Right.
But I think we talked about in the summit as well that, yeah, there's the beginning, middle, and end, but how do you make the beginning, middle, and end connect with your audience? And so
Yes.
I like to talk more about the four main elements, which are not just beginning, middle, and end, but context, characters, conflict, and conclusion, so that people can have that framework now to walk through and understand, okay, what is the context? Well, it's the thing that what's going on in the world of that person or your
Mm-hmm.
audience right now.
Right.
Who are the characters? It's your customer, it's your audience, it's somebody. And what's the conflict? What's the big challenge? What's the struggle? What's the issue that's happening? And
Mm-hmm.
then the conclusion is, okay, how do you solve that struggle? How do you, is there a happy ending? Is there something at all? You know?
Right. That's true. And I think that's a great piece to talk about. Question 3: how do you choose which story to share with your audience?
Nice.
Because we all have a lot of stories. So, how do we choose that one to
Yeah.
be able to share?
Well, in the beginning, it's not about choosing it. In the beginning, it's about
Mm.
trying it, right? Because
Oh,
you don't always know what is going to resonate with your audience or connect with them until you do it, until you say it. It's kind of like, over the years, companies have had different slogans, right? You try
yes.
out a
Yes.
slogan or you try out a tagline, you try out a different commercial and it hits. And then over time, you kind of change it because the world changes, your
Mm-hmm.
audience's needs change, and, the different things that are happening in their space change as well. So, um, yeah. So let me see. All right. How do you choose which story to share with your audience? Okay, so let me
Right.
answer that on Twitter. All right.
Yes.
So A3. Yeah.
And I know for me, a lot of times it's challenging because you're like, okay, I don't know what to share, but I don't want to necessarily quote unquote fail either.
Yeah. All right. Lead loudly. So here's my thought. Here's my answer. So I'm saying it depends on the action you want your audience to take, the feeling you want them to have, or the experience you want them to have. Do you want them to be excited? Share an energetic story. Do you want them to be reflective? Share something that requires thought.
I love that.
Yeah.
So
So for
you
those,
kind of beginning with the end in mind. What do you want them to do as a result of?
yeah. So two things. I mean, what do they care about? But when you
Mm-hmm.
figure out what they care about, that helps you understand what stories you can tell that will resonate with them. Because a lot of times we just figure out, we're like, okay, I'm gonna grab my story. Somebody's my leadership quote comes from Ketanji Brown Jackson. Leaders should be open to new ideas and experiences. Other people can have interesting thoughts too, and innovation never sprung from doing business as usual. Yeah, yeah,
Awesome. Thank you,
yeah,
Andrea.
yeah. Yeah. So, geez, I lost what I was saying. Oh, I was saying that you've got to figure out what the audience, what drives the audience, what they care about. And a
Right.
lot of times we come up with a story in our head, and
Mm-hmm.
we want to force it on the audience, right? And the audience doesn't
Yes.
care about that.
Right.
So, so we want to figure out what it is that they care about, and then also after that, what it is that we want them to be able to understand, do, experience, feel, or
Mm.
not to feel, right? Because sometimes we want to prevent them from feeling something. We want to
Right.
prevent our audience from feeling a certain pain or something like that. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Look at Tom's shoes. Diane's like, they tell a compelling story of sustainable shoes and give shoes to women and kids in underdeveloped countries. How can you not buy? I love it.
That's true. That is so true.
Yeah. Yeah. Inger says, know your audience, speak their language, or share something that resonates with them. Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. All right. Hey, Michelle says, for the third question, what are you comfortable sharing? What would your audience benefit from? Exactly. Knowing about your experience. Yes, that's exactly what we're talking about. That's exactly what we're talking about. Those of you that are watching on YouTube or watching online, do me a favor, put a comment in the chat so that we can feature that on online here as well. But this is kind of new. Natalie and I are doing an experience. She normally does this Lead Loudly chat, tweet chat on Thursdays on Twitter. And today
Right.
she invited me to be on, and I said, you know what? Let's add a little bit of live stream to this thing.
Right.
so yeah.
And we did.
Yeah, last minute decision. So I didn't really prepare for her for this. I just kind of threw it on her, and she was
That's
game, and
okay.
she was very nice, and was like, "Yeah, all right." I love some of these gifts.
Yes.
Ingor, yeah, uh, has some really cool gifts. All right, so cool. Let's see what else people are saying. Okay, Andrea says consider. Okay, she's back at question number one. Consider how you're uniquely made, how your experiences, thinking, and value got you where you are, how your gifts can be easily used to make others' lives better, especially when what you do so well seems to be so hard for everyone else. I love that.
That's awesome. Because I know a lot of times we think that what we do, that everyone else can do it also, because it's like breathing to us, but not
Yep.
necessarily. Not necessarily. So
Yeah.
as we move into number four, question four says, Robert, why should we leverage stories to sell our products and services?
Yeah.
So I'm going to tweet that out. That is on its way out to you.
All right. Cool. Q4. All right. So let's
Q4.
see. Okay. Andrew says, how have you overcome challenges? Definitely a place to start when you consider your own story. Excellent. All right, we got some really good ones here.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Why should we leverage stories to sell our products and services? All right. So, A4, because our products and services, in the way that we uniquely deliver them, is the solution to a problem. Lead loudly. All right, cool. So I'm saying because our products and services in the way that we uniquely deliver them is the solution are the solution to a problem. People don't want us to throw products at them. They want us to solve a problem. And the best way to display that and to connect it is with story.
And I love that you added that, Robert, about how we uniquely deliver it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is such a game changer.
Yep. Yep. Yep, and that's the thing. We a lot of times we say we don't want to do something because somebody else does it. You know,
Right.
I'm not going to open this business because somebody else does that. Gary Vaynerchuk had a really unique spin on this, and he said, "Where's the best place for you to open up a pizza store?" And the person was like, "Well, I don't in a place where people want pizza." And he's like, "Yeah, exactly. On a street or in a neighborhood where there are other pizza stores already, because there's obviously a demand for it, right?
Yes.
So why would you open it up on just on a corner where nothing else exists or it's not clear that people want pizza, right? If you see it already, then open it up there." So yeah,
Absolutely. And it's going to be the experience that helps your customers choose you.
yeah, exactly. All right. Andrew says, I started looking at stats during the pandemic, oddly. Neat to consider the world that we think is so full of competition and realizing it's actually a very small pool of people like you. Always makes you feel pretty special. Yeah. Yep. Yep. We are unique, all 7 billion of us.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Lead loudly. Yeah. All right. Cool.
So is anyone chiming in for YouTube?
Um,
Not
YouTube
yet?
people? Nope, not yet. I
Okay.
think that, I mean, I see that there are people watching. They're just not
Right. It's just quiet.
commenting just yet, or maybe it's just that. Well, oh yeah, they're. I was gonna say maybe that they're not seeing it, but they're seeing the chat on screen.
They'll be able to see
But
it.
yeah,
Okay.
so
Awesome.
yeah, they should be seeing it. All right. Yeah. So yeah, they should be. All right. So let's see. All right. So Diane says the story of your business, the story of the customer's experience, or the story of who you are or your employees. Love it. All right. Deb says, I'm late. I'm late. I'll
Glad
play
you
catch
joined
up.
us.
Oh
Glad you
my
joined
God.
us, Deb.
Yeah. Yeah. So Deb Coleman or
Yes.
Coman.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is
Coleman.
a
Mm-hmm.
Coleman. Oh, she does writing. Okay. Love it.
Yes.
Excellent.
And she also hosts a Twitter chat and the title of it is Social Trust, and it's on Mondays at 3 p.m.
Love it.
So Deb talks a lot about, what is social trust and how you develop more of it. And she really has some great guests, and I'm going to suggest that she has you as one of her guests as well.
I love it. Thank you for being a cheerleader. I appreciate it.
Always.
Yeah, I love it.
I always love celebrating people that do great work.
Well, listen, I love what I do, and I love the I don't know, just being able to wake up and share my story and share with people how they can share theirs and really show people that it matters and that it makes a difference when you do exactly that.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Stories help us to connect with others on a deeper level, says Inger. No like and trust factor. Yep.
Yes.
All right. So is this another question? You're saying why should your story include facts and feelings? I think that's number 5.
Yes,
Is it?
that's
Or is it
this.
4?
Did I
So
send that should wait a minute.
yeah.
Did I send
Yeah, it says Q4, but that's okay.
sorry
I think
about that.
yeah. Why
I
should your
did not change
story
it.
include
I can take it down
facts?
and actually
No,
do 5.
that's fine. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, we're good. Um, why should your story include facts and feelings? All right. Okay. Lead loudly. So your question is, why should stories include facts and feelings? And my response says, well, most people make decisions ultimately on feeling, but facts help to support the truth behind the feeling. If we lead with the fact before the feeling, they won't care, or they may feel like we don't care about their actual problem. Lead loudly. Yep. Cool.
I hope my double 4 doesn't throw everyone off.
Yeah.
This
Catherine Lang
looks a
said,
lot easier.
yeah. Yeah, it's all right. Catherine Lang says, what the story you share should reflect the emotion or the action you want from the listener. Yes, exactly. All right. Deb says, oh, Deb's catching up now. She's like, all right, take
Yes, she's
time to
catching
tap into
up.
your why. Take time to tap into your what's the story behind its importance. Tell it from your heart and people will connect with your passion. Oh, yeah, I know that's the truth. Love it. All right. Andrea says, um, as an answer here, we humans buy with emotion. Yes, exactly. And then we back up our decisions with rational logic later. The feelings get the sale, the facts justify it. Yes.
Oh,
Hand clap to
yes,
you. I love that one.
yes.
Yep. Yep, exactly. Let me see if I can. I wish I could quickly put like a yay emoji on Andrea. Yeah, where is it? Where is it? Okay, there we go. No, I can't do it yet, but yeah. But I'm writing like yes, yes, yes in capital letters. Yeah, love it. All right. I love these words, Deb. It's important to think about our audience more than ourselves because we craft stories that will move them. And that's pretty much what I share with my Storytellers Video Academy as well. It's
Right.
like I say stories are not about information, they're about transformation. And so how do we create something? If it's about transformation, there should always be an action. And that's why it's important, especially when you're sharing your story online, to always have a call to action at the end. Right? Don't just share a story and share information and then leave people hanging. Always have a next step. What are they supposed to do with the information that
Now, I'm
that you
guilty
heard?
of that, and that's something that I need to work on. So I need to come to your next summit and also get into your academy because I really need to focus more on that call to action.
Yeah.
That's so critical. So we are going to our next question, and I have it labeled the right one now.
No, I mean it could have been me wrong. I don't know. I don't know if
No,
there were
it was
two
me.
fours or not. Okay.
It was the operator. It was me.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
As I said, you have me far out of my comfort zone, but that's okay.
Yeah. All right. So I'm looking at Deb's. Yeah.
Deb's getting me on the right track.
Yeah. I love it. Oh, did she say that you were out of order with the numbers?
No,
Okay.
Inga actually let me know, and I
Okay.
appreciate that. I said,
Okay.
yes, I'm on the wrong track.
Gotcha. All right. So how does storytelling create a community that converts? That's exactly what we're talking about here. So let me answer this. So this is A6. All right. So let me
Yes,
bring this on
A6.
screen so that people can see it. All right. How does storytelling create a community that converts? I'm going to say just what I told you. Yeah. Hope everybody knows what a CTA is. All right.
I think so.
All right. All right. So I said, well, storytelling should be, let me see. All right. Let's see if it'll come up. Other people are kind of putting stuff. Yoda approves. Yes. All right. All right. Andrea says, if you're human, you're naturally drawn to stories. You fall right in line with them. Billionaires were made off of stories. War is propelled by it. Story has power. Wield it for your business. Your target is the hero. All right. All right. So my answer was storytelling should be less about information and more about transformation. So we need to have something in our stories that not only solves a problem, but directs the audience to an action. This is why it's crucial in business to always have a CTA. Yeah. Can you hear the music like softly or is it loud?
I can't hear it at all.
Okay, cool. Oh, not good. I'm hearing it. But let me turn it up just a touch.
No, I can't hear it at all.
Okay. I thought you were hearing music all this time.
No, I heard it at the beginning and then it kind of faded away.
Okay. How about now?
Barely.
Okay. Okay. I want to turn it up.
I can hear it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right, cool. All right, let's see what else people are saying. All right, let's see what people have. All right. Let's see what else we have. Hey, Andrea. All right, cool. Yeah, I think the cool thing about the tweet chats that I remember is, you can kind of do this on the go.
Yes.
So you were probably in a Starbucks somewhere at the beginning of this, and then Robert had this brilliant idea, like let's go live.
You telling all my secrets, Robert. You telling all my secrets. And I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the great thing too. And I'm grateful, as far as the community, we do have some community members that are international. And so they may be 7 or 6 hours ahead of us. And so if they don't stay up, and a lot of them do stay up, and if they don't, the next day they can come back and answer the question. So I was thinking about, doing it more on the audio side, but I'm still thinking about that. Because everybody says, well, no, if it's audio, then we have to be there or we have to go back and watch the replay. So it's not like where everybody sees your answers, with the Twitter chat.
Exactly.
So I'm still kind of toying around with that idea as far as which one is best.
Maybe just a mix, a variety.
Oh, you like keeping me on the edge, don't you?
Well, listen, I was a teacher. I was in the classroom, and I always had to come to the classroom with the mindset that the kids were going to be bored today. And it was my job to make sure that I kept things interesting for them so they didn't know what to expect. And so, grown-ups might be a little bit different. Grown-ups sometimes get thrown off if you change things too much. You're like, oh my gosh, you didn't do it that way last week. Where do I click?
You're talking to a left brainer. I like things very methodical, very in order.
Yep.
Very, very in order. It's so funny that my LeadLoudly guest said, oh, you take this thing very seriously. They usually respond to that when I send them the sequence about how everything is curated out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got to tell you, I think I said it, but I loved when we did the summit, how you just jumped in and you were live tweeting and you were just kind of so engaged from the very beginning. And I was like, oh, that's impressive. I love it.
Oh, well, thank you. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And your speakers and the engagement and the information was really incredible. And also your after party, because I remember one of the participants saying that they were grateful for people who showed up imperfectly, because that allowed them the grace to show up. I was like, oh, my goodness. I said, that right there was perfect.
Yeah. All right, Inger saying include facts because the point is to convey information through the story. Include feelings because emotions allow you to connect with your audience and for them to relate to you. All right, helping them to be motivated to take action. Yes.
Motivation to take action. That's right.
Yep.
So I'm going to invite myself to live tweet for your next event. So just know.
Listen,
I've invited myself.
You don't have to invite yourself. Now that you said it, you're going to expect a message from us. We're like, hey, this is what we're doing.
So we have the last question for the evening, question 7, that talks about how do you inspire your audience for transformation through storytelling?
Okay. Yeah. All right. All right, let's go. Lead loudly. Okay. So let me kind of find your question. Did you put it up already? Okay.
I did.
Okay. Okay. It hasn't refreshed for me just yet.
Okay. It's on the way.
Okay. So Andrea says, this is interesting. Storytelling plus community. I'll say that great leaders are masters of story. People are happy to follow someone who inspires, who motivates them to something bigger than themselves. I love it. Who aligns with their beliefs, and story does that. I love it. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. All right. So, nope, still hasn't come through yet.
No? Okay, Let me check my... Let me check my feed over on my side. Oh, the wonders of technology. Yes, it was sent.
Okay. All right. I'm not seeing
So I
it yet,
retweeted it to make sure to see if it'll show up on your side.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing it on any of my screens, but let me refresh. Nope, still not yet.
Because on my side it said a minute ago, and
Nope.
So let me put another comment in there
Okay.
and see if that will bring it up.
Nope, I'm seeing that Andrea liked something. That's what I'm seeing.
So I'm just going to say that we would love to know your thoughts and see if that will bring it up.
The last thing I'm seeing is this is my new buzzword from Andrea.
And
Do. Okay, so I don't know. While that's happening, let me type something.
that's interesting that you can't see it yet on your end.
Well, I'm going to type something now to see if it comes
Okay.
up.
Okay.
Okay, so I've posted a comment here and
Okay.
comment. All right. Yep. Did you make CTA a part of your business? Okay. I'm seeing some stuff coming through right now. So Catherine saying, did you make a part of your business plan, or did you find it as it went along?
Oh.
Right. Yeah. So let me answer that for Catherine. I said to her, she said her question is, did you make a call to action part of your business plan or did you find it as you went along? I said, mine came later because I had no idea what I was doing at first.
So knowing now what you know now in hindsight, would
Yeah.
you done made it part of your business plan?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think you always want to give people direction, right? Because a lot of times
Mm-hmm.
when people they hear something, they normally have their own perspectives
Sure.
on life or on a situation or an information. And if we allow them to act only on their perspectives, then it may not give us the result that we want. So it's
Mm,
up to us to then say, listen, this is the information. This is what I'm sharing with you. This is what it means. This is what the benefit could be if we utilized a specific solution, and then
right.
we invite them to adopt that solution. So yeah,
Wow.
all the time. Yeah. So
Yeah.
okay, so
Wow.
I'm seeing a question come through now. So Andrew says, I would say it also depends on the transformation they want to experience. Exactly. The story should reflect that you know their struggle intimately better than their own and that you are the right guy to lead them. Okay, so um okay. Diane is saying A7. Okay, I guess Diane is seeing it. Maybe I'm just the only one seeing
Mm-hmm.
it. Diane
Mm-hmm.
says share who you are in your photos.
Right. I love meeting the person.
Yeah, yeah. Catherine says, I still don't know what I'm doing.
We're all in this together, Catherine. We're all in this together.
Yeah, so I'm not sure why I'm missing that A7. So just tell me what it is again. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, tell me what it is, and then I will
So, so
just
Ace,
question 7
Q7
is
was
mhm.
how do you inspire your audience for transformation through storytelling? How do you inspire your audience for transformation through storytelling?
Yeah. Audience. Yeah. So I am saying inspiration most often comes when the audience knows that you have experience with the pain of the journey and still had the courage to move forward. Vulnerability is a big part of transformational storytelling. In business, it's okay to make your pain pay.
Mm, wow.
Yeah.
I
Deb
love
says, as
that.
we share our stories, people truly get to know us to the
Mm-hmm.
extent that we let them. And this is how we build trust. Trust in a sense of belonging, create community, and community support by buying, referring, and collaborating. Everyone wins. I love it. I
Mm-hmm.
love it. Just start and don't worry about being perfect. So, ooh, Diane and I are saying like the same thing. She says storytelling
Yes.
is about being vulnerable. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
people or customers will
Mm-hmm.
embrace this. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes. People will embrace me having two fours. Mm. All right. So now it's time for our take one thing that we've learned tonight from
Hmm.
Robert and to activate it and tag us.
Love it.
So I'm going to send that tweet out. Your storytelling academy should have been on the Twitter chat tonight. They probably could have gotten some extra credit.
Yeah, well, you know what? I totally forgot to share it with
Oh,
them
shame on you.
specifically. Well, no, not them specifically. I did send it out to my my text community. So
Right.
some of them are a part of that. So a few of them responded. One was like he's working, etc. But I shared it a little bit late, so that's
okay.
my fault. Yeah,
they can still catch up. It's still there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Catherine says, "Oh, I like this. This is a great one." Catherine says, "I love to tell stories, but conversion is my struggle." All right, so let's talk about that for a second.
Yes, absolutely. Give us some tips.
Yeah.
Because I need that as well. Thank you, Catherine, for sharing. I need that as well, Robert. Give us some tips.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so I'm going to answer it in two parts here. So
okay, perfect.
This is awesome. I said conversion is typically a struggle for a couple of reasons. One, wrong solution, or two, wrong audience. So if we're telling our story, if we're telling the right story to the wrong audience, they're not going to move. So our first job is to find out what it is that audience's pain point is. What is it that they're struggling with, right? And if we do that, then we can either create a story or choose a part of a story that relates to the audience and then share with them the benefit of moving to action. How will their life change? How will their life be different if they act? A lot of times we just want to tell the story and then leave. Like, bye, see you later. But we've got to share with them, okay, yeah, this is good. This is the pain that I was in.
Sure.
Here's the process that I used to walk through that pain. And then here is the what my life is like, and here's what your life could be like if you followed this 5-step process. So let me keep answering her here. Okay, so the second part of my answer says the key is finding the right audience and then also being keenly aware of what they want so badly that they must take action. We find this out with questions and also helping them to see the benefits of moving to action. This is called future pacing. What will my life look like if I do this?
Okay.
So, let me share one more thing.
Sure. Okay. Because I was going to start our closing. So
okay.
I will definitely wait because you're dropping so many gems tonight. Thank you so much. I'm on the edge of my seat. I was like, okay, I have to pay attention to what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Pay attention on Twitter. And okay, so this is my last one. So I said go to sites like Quora.com to find out what your audience is asking. Get in comments or in the comments on YouTube videos. Pay attention on Twitter. Once you know the questions people are asking, then you can create content that answers the questions. And then at the end of your content, always have a call to action for a product or service or solution that you offer.
Now that's an amazing gem right there. Also the research part of it, Robin, and then also saying know the questions that they're asking, and then attach the story to it.
Yeah, because a story without meaning is just, it's just a bunch of sentences. I mean, when we were kids, we had Aesop's fables or some of these other stories, and there were stories, but at the end of the story, there was always a lesson. There was always a moral. And so they didn't just tell the story. They started with the moral. What is the lesson that needs to be learned? What is the thing that the piece of knowledge that needs to be gained? What is the feedback that's needed? And once that is clear, then you can create a parable. You can create a story. You can create a narrative. You can choose from a library of experiences that then relates to the issue and the challenge that our audience has. And the issue that we have in business is that we want to tell our story. We want to tell our story in the way that we want to tell it. But our audience may not necessarily resonate with it or vibe with it because we have not sought to find out what their challenge is. And it's only when we understand what their challenges are that we can tailor our story to meet their heart and their emotion.
Wow. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. So I sent out the tweet about thank you for being an amazing guest. Are you able to see that?
I see Princess Diana. Okay. All right. Somebody was mad when the Queen show on Netflix abruptly stopped. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff with that. My wife was watching that
really?
That series, yeah.
Yes, a lot of people are upset about that. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. Well, the royal family wasn't too thrilled with it either, so.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I am sure.
They're like, y'all are making us look bad. Yeah. No, I haven't seen the thing yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
For some reason, I don't know why it's not coming through.
Yeah, I don't know.
And that is so interesting that it's not loading.
Yeah.
So I just thanked everyone for joining us tonight. And I thank you for being an amazing guest and sharing your secrets on how we can get started and be more efficient in our storytelling.
Let me go back to let me go to my phone to see if if it's coming through on. Okay, I see. Okay, I see you. I see you said thank you for sharing. Okay, that's something else. Latest. No, it's not coming through on my phone either.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. So even if you go to my profile.
Okay, well, let me go to your profile. I was just going to the hashtags.
And then actually click on media.
Yep.
Do you see it there?
No, the last thing I see on your profile is where you say, thank you for sharing. You're talking to Catherine.
Really? Oh no, it's different because the last thing that I tweeted on my profile says, "Thank you everyone for being a part of the Lead
Oh, I
Loudly
see.
chat."
Okay, I see it under media. Yep.
Oops.
Yep, I see it under media. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I think some stuff is coming through now. Yep. Oh, yeah, if I see it on your profile.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the last. Yeah, so I see it there, but I don't see it on the
On your feed.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it on the feed, and I'm not seeing it under the hashtag either. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just taking a while to update tonight.
Yeah, maybe so.
I don't know. But this has been fantastic.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for the opportunity to live stream with you, and it's really taking me out of my comfort zone. But hey, that's what we do. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to say yes.
Yes, absolutely.
And so, if you don't mind, I'd love your permission to share with Deb Coleman. I think that you would be an amazing guest for her social trust Twitter chat that happens on Mondays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, I would have to know in advance. Mondays are typically like my strategic day.
Gotcha.
But I do media stuff on Monday afternoons because I have my podcast. 3 p.m. is typically like school pickup carpool time.
Sure.
But we'll figure something out. I mean, I may be able to switch depending on what day it is.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much for being our guest tonight. You gave us some incredible gems that we can actually go put in action and start.
Yeah. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I'm just saying thank you via Twitter.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, this was fantastic. Yeah, I'm gonna join a few more of these.
Please do.
Yeah. Excellent.
Please do, and let the Academy participants know if they're doing something on leadership, they can reach out to me through the DM.
Absolutely, I'll definitely tell them. I'll share this link tonight in the group and let them know that we were talking about them.
That's right. And please let us know, myself as well as the LeadLoudly community, how can we continue to support you?
Excellent. Fantastic. I appreciate you. And I look forward to our next encounter.
Sounds great. Right. Have a good evening.
You too.
Thanks.
You too. All right. All right, y'all. Listen, that was fantastic. That was the first time that I've live tweeted or entered a tweet chat, and then also gone live here on the YouTube channel. So something new, something a little bit different. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you found value in it, and hopefully it caused you to think and figure out how you can share your story with the world in order to create transformation and make a difference. I'll see y'all. Peace.